So I'm looking at splitting my screen, and I went to the Chrome web store, and you can look for split screen. I've added the extension dual list. There are a few other ones, um, and all you do is add the extension. It's up here. I am struggling trying to figure out how it selects which windows um, to open. It only works with Chrome windows. It does not work with any other programs. But when I click on it, it gives me the options of how I want, the screens, the web browsers to be. But I still can't figure out which one it will select. Um, and that's the struggle that I'm having with this extension. It just seems to randomly pick which one it wants to use. Um, because I've had other things open that I wanted it to use, such as this Newsella for like if my students were using it. Um, and then when I click on it, it jumps to something different. But whichever one it does use, I think it is beneficial because and if we're using web browsers, the Google Chrome, this would be helpful for students to have, let's say, an article opened or whatever they need to read or working on researching or something. Um, and then they can, of course, have that open and then just click over here and be able to start typing, such as if they had their Microsoft Word open in a web browser instead of using the desktop app. So I think this is beneficial. It's just a little tricky trying to figure out which window that the split screen will decide to open. Maybe I'm not haven't figured it out yet, or there's something that I'm missing. But I like the fact that you can have two windows open because normally what I would do would just be to grab it. And I think that's one of the capabilities of Windows is being able to just grab and um, so I mean I see the benefit, but at the same time I could use this. Um, I could do the same thing and then have but just by grabbing it and pulling it to either the right or left, and then I could also have a Word or some other the Word app or some other application open so that it's just not the Google one. See, I could still have it open, could still do the same thing without the split screen, but the split screen, it does give you features such as how many windows. That might be a little bit too much. So I could have four, I can have three different ones. It's a little bit much to have all of this open, uh, but it's an interesting way to split your screens up. Uh, and it's I think with a little bit more practice, it could be beneficial. See, I really don't know what I'm doing wrong with this, but and I've tried watching videos. I still don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have no clue why it won't do four when I have many windows open for Chrome. Maybe I should just stick with two. Okay, so back to the two that I started with.